Hi everyone, it's Gayle. I am here with my design team project for Blue Fern Studios. This particular design team project was using the Eclectic Charm paper collection, as well as the stamps, chipboards, charms, and such. So I've made a couple of traveler's notebooks with this kit, and just I'm excited to share them with you. These were so fun to make. So I've used chipboard on the covers of these journals. I used one of the chipboard pieces and then used a cranberry embossing that's shiny on this one. Also, this one I put a couple little corners on it as well and closed it up with some seam binding. This one I used two pieces of chipboard. I used this little flower, and again I used the cranberry for the flower, and then some shiny navy blue up here, and then of course the stem of the flower. And then both of the journals are sewn around, and I'm just going to do one at a time and kind of show you. I use different papers in each one, but all from the same collection, and I loved them. I guess I would describe the paper as sort of jewel toned. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, and this collection was designed by Michelle Singh as well. So we open it up. Let me make sure I'm in camera for you. And I felt like this collection just was the perfect spot for some of the antique lace that I had recently come upon at an estate sale. So I used that. I used some really different colors of papers just because I just wanted to bring out the rich color of this kit or collection. So pocket here, I've used one of the stamps from the collection and just made a coffee dyed tag with that. This is a little perpetual calendar journaling card here, and those go in there. I've used a few of the ephemera elements and just added them to the pages just to give a little interest. Again, antique lace down the side of this page, and some of the ephemera, ephemera. And then I was thinking about the charms, but we'll get to those. There's a pocket here that I made with the paper, and then this beautiful coffee dyed index card. I just thought that poking out the side looks so pretty. And then this is a little pocket here covered with the paper, and a journaling card where I layered up a couple pieces of the paper and then added one of the pieces of ephemera. And then a tag that I made with, I think that's Brushos behind. I'm not sure. I had this tag in my stash, and I thought with the stamp and the ephemera that it went nicely with this collection. So lots of writing space, fabric flip here that just makes a little hidden journaling spot, some of that fun paper, coffee dyed and doily patterned paper, some writing paper. It's just a fun little piece that I had, and it was a little long, so I just folded it over, added a bit of the ephemera, and then this is the middle. Love that paper. And then I used two of the charms from the collection, the clock and the key, in the middle there. Again, the funky coffee dyed paper. It was fun to go super vintage with this because I felt like the collection just asked for it. Another one of the pieces of ephemera there. Some of the beautiful paper. And then this little piece is just clipped on the side. I attached an envelope to a little bag, and so you could put something in there if you like as well. And then writing space in the middle. And then this is the other side. So this just clips right around this page. So it's so pretty on both sides. And then this belly band, I added a piece of the vintage lace and ephemera there, and I left it so it could be a bit of a tuck. So I've put a lacy tag in there, and in the belly band there's a journaling card from the collection. So some more of the vintage lace, more ephemera, and then at the back we have another little pocket with some layered up with some of the papers, and then the vintage lace and ephemera, and just another little tag that I made using a stamp from the collection. So that is the first one. That is the first one. And then this one, let's make sure we're in camera here, is quite similar, but different papers, so kind of a different feel about it. I've used Sari Silk to close this one, seam binding on the other, but yeah, it was just so fun to use these rich I call them jewel tones, I don't know. There's a pocket at the beginning of this one, a card that I made, stamps and ephemera from the kit. I don't need to say that every time probably. Another vintage doily, and then the pretty papers and doily paper. Again, vintage lace on the edge of the page. A little tuck here with a tag and journaling card from the collection. And some more ephemera. I added a little Tim Holtz word to that piece of ephemera. And the stamps. Some, I actually dyed this paper myself. Some doily dyed. Coffee dyed with a piece of the ephemera. Here's the flip in this one. And then the coffee dyed doily paper. And this side has a pocket, again with a coffee dyed index card. Just slips right in the side there. This little tuck, I just made a tag using the vintage lace again. I don't think the tag topper lace is vintage, but this is. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, on the flips, I used some blue fern lace. This is antique lace. This is blue fern lace. And same on the other journal. Then this is like a new idea that I came up with. I am calling it a cage belly band. I don't know. I used the strips, the brand strips from the bottom of the paper. I used 4 of them, and then made this journaling card, put some paper on the back, and this was using paper from the collection. And what I'm doing is just going every other one as I put this in, and I just think it kind of is a fun thing. So I don't know if I've invented something new or if others have done that, but I'm going to call it a cage belly band. Here is the middle of the signature. Isn't that paper just gorgeous? And in this one, we have a little cameo charm and then a fan. And then here I've made another one of the sacks. So it's open here at the top. Opens up for journaling space, and then decorated on the other side with paper and then a piece from the ephemera pack. So I feel like this one looks very different than the other, even though they're made the same, just using different papers. So, and then this belly band, I've put a piece of ephemera on the paper that is layered with some more vintage lace. This is a card, journaling card from the collection. I really loved this collection with the vintage lace. I thought it looked so pretty. There's some ephemera there and a little piece down here and some stamping, some of the ephemera there, and the back of one of the papers from the collection. And I love that one with the clock. I think that's beautiful. Vintage lace again. And then we come to the back pocket, and I just have another stamped coffee dyed tag in the back. So there they are, my two little traveler's notebooks made from the Eclectic Charm collection, Blue Fern Studios. I'll have the information below. And I know a lot of you went over and got this paper when I did the unboxing of the design team package, but I'll research on Etsy and see where still has some of the paper. And I just want to thank the folks at Blue Fern Studios for allowing me to play with these wonderful papers and stamps and charms and ephemera and chipboard. It's wonderful. So these will not be available. I am going to save these to take to Creativation for the Blue Fern booth. And so perhaps after I get back from Creativation, maybe they'll be available. But I just wanted to show you, and I hope you all have a grateful day. And thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.